Hey, I'm Chris Kensler, and we're here today talking to a star of the CW show Safe, the lovely and talented Ms. Lydia Hull. So you're on the show Safe, which is about safecrackers, correct?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not. It stands for Sea, Air, Fire. It's actually spelled SAF3, but pronounced SAFE. And it's a multi-agency task force that works together to work disaster sites.
And you play?
I play Lily Maddox, and she's a female firefighter originally out of the Malibu Fire Department. And her dad was a forest firefighter. She grew up in Colorado, so that's why she was interested in going in to be a firefighter, because she had this hero worship of her father.
Now, in training or getting ready for this role, did you go fight some fires?
I didn't.
Why not?
Yeah, I would really like to be invited to do a ride-along, actually. If anyone would like to invite me, I would like to do that. But I focused on getting physically fit, because I'm pretty thin body type naturally, and I wanted to be as believable as I could for my body within my own limitations.
So you pumped up?
I did. I gained 15 pounds of muscle to play the part.
Why not just gain 15 pounds of fat?
I don't think it would have translated the same way.
That's how I do it.
But that would have probably been more fun. That's what we call dancing angels. It's when flames roll across the ceiling.
So one of your co-stars on the show is J.R. Martinez, the Iraq War veteran, and also the winner of Dancing with the Stars. Tell us about what it's like working with him.
Well, JR is full of energy. He's a very energetic person. He cracks a lot of jokes. And obviously, his story is very inspirational, what he's been able to overcome and the positive message that he can put out there.
Does he ever talk to you guys about that stuff?
Yeah, he's really open about it.
Because he's a motivational speaker, too. This is part of what he does, is talk about his experiences and what he's learned.
Yeah, he's extremely open to talking about it.
Right. And the other big star of the show is Mr. Dolph Lundgren.
Yes.
How big a jerk is he in real life?
He's not at all.
He's not. Dolph Lundgren's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
How is that possible?
He's intense, and he's serious, but he's really nice, and he's also extremely intelligent. I don't know if people know, but he's like a chemist,
Yeah, exactly. He's like in Mensa or something like that. I remember hearing like that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure the specifics, but I know it's something in chemistry, and that he's
Is he the
highly
smartest
educated.
guy on the show?
Probably. I don't know. It depends on who you ask. I'm sure everyone thinks they're the smartest, right? But no, I don't know.
So you're starring on the show, but you haven't always acted. You've acted, but you've also been a fashion designer?
Well, I studied apparel and textile marketing at Kansas State University, and I also have a jewelry design degree from FIDM in Los Angeles, the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. And initially I started in the industry as a model. I've always wanted to be an actress, but it's pretty hard to crack in. And so when I was 15, I had the opportunity to do some modeling. I won the 17 magazine cover model search, which is sort of how I got my foot in the door with that.
So let's go backwards. How do you win a 17 magazine cover model search? I mean, how does that work? Do you send in a photo, they call you in, they take some pictures?
I sent in 2 pictures.
And they said you won?
That was it. Well, no, I became one of the 8 finalists. They narrowed it down from 25,000 girls to 8, and they flew the 8 of us to New York, so that was my first time in New York City.
Flying from Kansas to New York?
Yeah, it's the first time I flew alone, my first time to New York. And I got to be photographed for that, and I think we spent like 4 days. And then they called later and told me that I was the winner. So
then you started in modeling after winning that competition. Now, modeling has some shady folks in it. Did you deal with all that, like all the lecherous guys hanging around and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, unfortunately, I had some of that. Probably not as bad as some girls have it, but yeah, there is that dark side to the industry, unfortunately. I think if there were a union for models, like there are for actors, it would probably be a different industry.
So you were born in Kansas. I was also born in Kansas.
That's amazing.
You were born in Lawrence. I was born in Manhattan. Very close together.
Very close.
So how do you get from Kansas to Los Angeles starring in a show opposite Dolph Lundgren?
I know, right? When you say it like that, it's like, wow, that's really
Because that was my dream. And it never happened for me.
Well, you've made it pretty good for yourself,
Well, I'm talking
I would
to
say.
someone who did it. So
well,
that's
you're in
good.
New York City.
That's still, well.
On Fox.
Anyway.
It's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah, that is awesome. No, but seriously, do you ever look at your trajectory and say, how did this happen to me?
I'm so self-critical that I don't know that I can ever say, oh, wow. Because for me, it's kind of like, oh, not more, but what's next? What I feel like I should be doing. You know what I mean? But it is amazing.
Well, that's LA. I mean, that's the kind of the mindset there. It's like, yeah, you can win the Oscar, now it's like, how do I win my next Oscar? right? Like, you guys are never happy.
Maybe. I don't know what that is. Just the critical brain that we need to tell, be quiet.
Be quiet.
But
We
yeah,
have a good show.
it is awesome. And yeah, like looking back, connecting the dots, started with the modeling, got to travel around, got to go to Los Angeles for modeling, and then ultimately to get into acting. And did lots of small parts and just auditioned, left for a while to go to college, came back. I mean, it definitely wasn't an overnight thing for me to be on a TV show. I've worked at it for a while, but I'm extremely blessed and I'm really happy to have the opportunity, and hopefully I'll do a good job with it.